Hey, Dr. Paul, want to give a shout out to one of my clients, Dr. Joe. Just settled a major case. He's a personal injury client of mine. Just settled a major case. And this is why he gets a lot of referrals from attorneys. He'd already presented what he knows to the attorney, our presentation that we put together. And this attorney sends him over this case, an injury case, that was offered nothing. Now, remember, we have documentation and systems to stop unfair, bad faith, lowball offers. And that's mostly what these insurance companies do. In other words, what do I mean by that? I mean, when there's an injury to no fault of your own, number one. Number two, you have a permanent injury because of it. Number three, then they should also be paying for the medical expenses, not just to get through trying to heal as best as you can, but also they should be paying for the need for future care because of the permanent injury. So these are the things we're going to be paying attention to. This is the documentation that we do. And of course, we taught the attorney this. So sends the patient over. They're offered nothing, which is so common. And I believe that case, that patient had already been to a medical doctor and to a previous chiropractor. They offered nothing. And they always offer nothing because it's bad documentation. So my client, Dr. Joe, works them up, knowing what's called high sensitivity, high relevancy documentation, and puts it in our what we have called our 12-step narrative format. It tells the story, supports the injury award, and goes in all the details. Now, let me remind you, the whole goal of this is not to defraud the insurance company. It's quite the opposite. The whole goal is to get the insurance company to stop defrauding permanently injured people that paid their policies. That's what this is about. It's about how to stop unfair, bad faith injury awards, because that's what's happening over and over. So anyway, having said that, Dr. Joe went ahead and processed the case, documented everything that the other doctors didn't, put it all together logically and systematically like we do in our narrative report. Comes back, his narrative report alone took the case from $0 to $160,000. Now, this is a soft tissue injury case with no disc injury, no nerve injury. I mean, she definitely had some permanent problems, permanent injuries as a result of this. But these are the kind of cases that are everywhere. They're just everywhere out there, but the attorneys don't know how to handle it. They don't know what to do. And unfortunately, the medical doctors aren't trained in it. 95% of the chiropractors aren't trained in it. So they end up getting bad documentation, and so the insurance company gets away with it. They get away with offering nothing or something real pittance. They essentially don't even cover the medical bills. They don't cover the permanent injury or the need for future care as a result of this permanent injury. And that's what they're supposed to do in their insurance policies. That's called bad faith. So that's what this documentation is about. It's getting the insurance companies to stop doing fraud. It's not about trying to fake things that don't exist with injured patients. That is not what this is about. Because you really can't. So anyway, having said that, he takes the case from $0 to $160,000 just based on his narrative. That's why he gets a lot of personal injury referrals. He has one associate doctor who's now hiring a second associate doctor. This is how it works when you know what you're doing, when you know what I call high sensitivity, high relevancy documentation, medically accepted. You know how to put it in the 12-step formula of the narrative report, or if it does go to case, the 25-step formula. Got a lot of gnats around here. The 25-step formula for trial, deposition, or testimony. So congratulations, Dr. Joe. And of course, that's just going to lead to not only way more referrals from that attorney, but then his attorney finds out about Dr. Joe. And that's typically why most of my clients, most of my personal injury clients, when they actually learn these strategies and techniques and how to communicate with attorneys, not just preach chiropractic, that's why they get a lot of referrals. And that's when they need multiple associate doctors. So anyway, pretty good. And the best thing at all is they help the patient. Here the patient was injured to no fault of their own, having a permanent problem. Who was going to pay the bills? They didn't want to. Who was going to pay the future medicals? Insurance company didn't want to. Who was going to take care of any pain or suffering at all? Insurance company wasn't going to. Well, guess what? Because of Joe's documentation, they have to take care of all of that now. That's how it should be done. It's taking care of your patients. That's what this documentation is about. So anyway, if you're interested in learning how to do high sensitivity, high relevancy documentation, in other words, do things like this, not the generic chiropractic crap documentation. So if you're interested in learning how to do that, check me out, chiropracticpersonalinjurymarketing.com. It lists there everything we do and my phone number, email if you want to get in touch with me. But that's it. So Joe went from practicing by himself, seeing 100 visits a week, to seeing to 300 visits a week with his hiring his first associate doctor. Now he's hiring his second associate doctor. That's how it works when you know what you're doing. Give me a call. I'm Dr. Paul. We'll make it work for you.